Hey, good evening, everybody. I'm here today on this very kind of gray, dreary October afternoon to talk to you about the International Monetary Fund, or the IMF, and how it affects our world today and what happens as a result of their actions. So we'll start with a little early history on what they are and what they do. IMF was founded at the Bretton Woods Conference in Bretton Woods, New Hampshire, in 1944. It was attended by representatives of the countries that we know as the Allies, who won World War II and wanted to set up positive economic conditions for themselves and others in the future. So ultimately the goal was to provide economic support for developing countries and further liberal capitalist ideas globally, which was kind of in contrast to other potential ways things could go. So that's a little bit of background on what they were then. Today, probably most importantly and most notably, they have been involved in the bailout of impoverished European Union countries. So, for example, in 2010, efforts were made to, quote unquote, bail out Greece. The idea being that their economy was in the toilet and that they needed some kind of foreign intervention to stimulate them. The way things were gone about weren't entirely approved of by the Greek people and Greek politicians, and it was kind of largely believed that there was strong influence of other larger, more powerful European countries on the process, and in particular, Germany didn't like it. Germany didn't want anything to do with it, being the biggest economy in the EU and one who would largely end up setting things up and helping others anyway. So, as of 2012, the most recent data we have available, we know that the largest borrowers from the IMF are, in order, Greece, Portugal, Ireland, Romania, and Ukraine. Obviously, we can see the impact that the euro crisis has had on all of this. So there are 188 countries globally that are a part of the IMF. And these include Kosovo, interestingly, because Kosovo isn't consistently recognized across the board as being an independent country. And the IMF's current managing director is one Christine Lagarde, who is a French lawyer and a former minister of that country's foreign trade. And most IMF loans are what are called standby agreements, or SBAs. These are typically expected to be paid back within 5 years and are based on certain conditionalities that the borrower has to meet in order to have everybody go along with that. And obviously some countries find it easier to pay back loans than others, either because of internal conditions or because of the conditionality set or placed on the country that they would have to meet. We know, for example, that Ireland's economy has recovered a lot better in the years since the euro kind of fell apart, and whereas Portugal isn't doing nearly as well and continues to struggle and aren't really able to pay back their loans early like Ireland is expected to do. That's all I got for you today. Thank you for watching.